Hi everyone, I am Mike Rennick, the team lead and senior broker with Team Rennick Real Estate, part of that great Better Homes and Gardens Ashley property family. I wanted to take just a minute to talk to you about the emotional side of real estate. So often the numbers are the focus for realtors, but not us. At Team Rennick, we focus on much more than that. We focus on the people and their stories. That's what it's really all about. Selling a home can be a very emotional process, whether it's your primary residence or a vacation home. It can conjure up many emotions that surface during that process. I wanted to take just a short minute to share a story about one of our clients. Her name is Ruth. Ruth was in her 90s at the time of the sale. It was a second vacation home here on the island. She had used that home and vacationed with that home and lived in that home part of the year with her husband for many years. I think if I remember right, it was over 30. After his passing, Ruth and her family decided it would be best for her to move back up north where she's closer to her family. Well, Ruth knew this was the right decision, but it wasn't an easy one, not at all. During the showing, she would become very emotional. Each showing was one step closer for her having to say goodbye to that home and the memories that they had created in it. For some of the showings, we would take Ruth out for a walk or a cup of coffee during the time people were looking at her property, just to make it easier. Other times we stayed with her and held her hand. Let me share a secret. We had learned she loved chocolate. So I always would have a new treat that I would bring over, and we were there every time that property was showed. When the offer came in, again, Ruth was very emotional. The inspection and closing processes were difficult for her. We did everything we could to ease the stress that she was feeling. We knew this wasn't just a transaction, but it was a transitional time in Ruth's life. We were by her side every step of the way. After Ruth got settled up north, she called me. And to me, that phone call was the definition of success because she asked me, she said, "Mike, do you miss me?" And of course I did, and I shared that with her. See, she had become much more than a client, she had become a friend. Real estate's not just about finding a realtor, it's about finding the realtor. The one that understands that you're more than a number on a spreadsheet. The one that knows that sometimes leaving your home is more than just handing over the keys. Eric and I understand that. We don't practice real estate any other way. For us, you are never a number. We see you and your unique story for what it is. That's what Team Rennick is all about. When the time comes to sell your home, you can trust that Eric and I will be there to hold your hand every step of the way. Thanks for listening to my story. I truly appreciate that.